Garments of the holy priesthood.
I'd like to call the Monday, September 8th Common Council meeting to order. Clerk Torado, I believe you would like to make some comments regarding the link for this meeting and other expectations.
Good evening, members of the public. For audio quality, we will be muting everyone not speaking by default to maintain good audio quality for council members and yourselves. If you would like to speak during the meeting on a certain agenda item or during the privilege of the floor, please submit your request in the chat. Directions to do so will be listed. We ask that you provide your full name, address, and topic you are speaking on, as those are required for all speakers at in-person council meetings. If you would like to be called on during the meeting to provide public input, please insert the following into the chat. My name is full name and I live at address, and I would like to speak for or against the agenda item. You will then be given 5 minutes to speak. Please be sure to unmute yourself prior to giving your remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Clerk Torado. I would just like to remind everyone present that disrespectful, rude, or disruptive speech or actions will not be tolerated. Such speech and or actions, as well as verbal attacks on any person, may result in the individual without notice forfeiting the remainder of his or her allotted time. I'd like to thank everyone who is here this evening, council members, city staff, and members of the public alike. Clerk Torado, do we have anyone giving the invocation?
Our invocator that we had booked is double booked. So is there a member of the council who would like to give the invocation this evening?
Okay.
Wonderful, thank you. Councilman Davis,
Okay.
stand.
The Lord, we thank you for this night. We thank you for our council. We thank you for our city. We thank you for our mayor. We thank you for all of our citizens who are here. Continue to bless us, strengthen us, and may we make the right decisions for your city. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Let us recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Torado, I'll turn to you to take roll.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Present.
Councilmember McBride,
Present.
Councilmember Warner,
Present.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Present.
Councilmember Niskoski,
Present.
Councilmember White,
Present.
Councilmember Dr. Davis,
Present.
Vice President Thomas Morgan,
Present.
President Lee. I have 8 council members present.
Thank you. We now have a report from the Subcommittee on Minutes.
To the Common Council of the City of South Bend, the subcommittee has inspected the minutes of the August 25th, 2025 meeting of the council and found them to be correct. Therefore, we recommend the same be approved.
Can I have a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Motion has been moved and has a second. All those, okay, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Anyone opposed? 8 in favor. There's no special business. There are no reports from city offices. I will now entertain a motion to resolve into the committee of the whole.
Second.
Has been moved and has a second. Yes.
You do not need a roll call.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
The Committee of the Whole is now in session. This is the portion of the council's meetings where bills are given a second reading and a public hearing before a committee made up of all 9 council members. All bills set for this second reading and public hearing have previously been given a first reading and a committee hearing prior to this evening's meeting. In addition, we will hear from the chairperson of the standing committee where the bill was discussed and the results of that discussion. If the proposed ordinance is a zoning ordinance, a report from staff member will be given. In all other situations, the formal presentation on the proposed ordinance will immediately follow the committee report. That presentation shall be untimed. Members of the public shall then have the opportunity to address the council in the public hearing portion. We'll start with some bills on the agenda. We will not take action on this evening, starting with Bill 3925, which was withdrawn by the petitioner. And then Bill further down the list toward the bottom, Bill 5225 was tabled to October 13th. And then 5325 was tabled to our next meeting in September. I don't have that date. That would be the 22nd for 5325. So then we'll go back to the bills that we do have. And Clerk Torado, can you please give Bill 4925 a second reading?
Public hearing on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, to vacate the following described property. Various pieces of property near the intersection of Lincoln Way West, Leland Avenue, and West Marion Street.
Thank you. Dr. Davis, do we have a committee report?
Yes.
That would have been in person.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was in Public
sure.
Works and Property Vacation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Councilmember Nitzgotsky.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, that was given a favorable recommendation this afternoon in Public Works and Property Vacation.
It was. Thank you. With that, Mr. Dressel, welcome.
Good evening, members of the council. Chris Dressel, City of South Bend Community Investment with offices on the 14th floor of this building. I'm pleased to bring to you tonight a request to vacate various parts of Lincoln Way West, Marion Street, Leland Avenue, is part of a sort of a final step of the activity at the Lincoln Way, Leland intersection. And just a few quick slides to just demonstrate that where we're at. We really sort of refer to this as sort of a cleanup, matching the new lot lines there. Obviously, the actual physical work, the improvement took place in 2018. That's what it looked like before, and then the current look after 2018. And this is just a look at sort of looking at that old alignment with the old lot lines, and then the vacation activities. So that area in green was identified for that needing vacation. And then that's what it translates to, simply just showing the vacated areas in sort of pink purple there. And then looking forward, obviously, this is going to serve as a site for some additional housing. There's already activity in some of the adjacent lots to the north. This is a project by the Advanix Development Company. They're doing 50 units spread over scattered sites on the west side of South Bend. And that's again a project that's commenced over the summer. It's a mix of single family and townhomes. So happy to answer any questions that you may have. And I should note that this came from the Board of Public Works with a favorable recommendation through the vacation process.
Thank you. Council members, any questions about the vacating property right away? No questions. We'll go to the public hearing portion. Is there any members of the public in person wishing to speak in favor of 49-25 at this time, either in person or online?
I do not see anyone in person, but I do have a Yvette Freeman who has made some comments. Ms. Freeman, would you like to unmute yourself and state the comments or the question you might have?
Yes, thank you. As I mentioned in the chat, I've lived in this area for a couple of decades and I
Ma'am,
am,
please state your name and your
oh,
address.
I'm sorry. My name is Yanet Freeman. I'm at 526 North Scott Street, South Bend, Indiana.
Thank you.
And as I was saying, in regards to the new build, even though a lot of my neighbors are not looking forward to this, I myself, I am looking forward to it. But I have concerns that the new build is happening and we still need things done in this neighborhood that haven't been taken care of. We need sidewalks. So I'm just curious as to how this is going to look with this new build, beautiful area, and then you come 2 steps down the road and you know what I mean? So that's my only concern.
Thank you. Any other members of the public, either in person or online, wishing to speak on Bill 4925?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online that wishes to speak in favor or in opposition at this time.
Okay, and no one in opposition either?
No one in opposition.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Dressel, would you like to speak regarding the question or the comment?
I don't know if I have any specific response to that.
Mhm.
I think we appreciate wanting to keep the infrastructure consistent. I mean, if there were some additional information that we could regarding those, if it's an issue of missing sidewalks, we'd be happy to take that feedback.
Yeah, I think we had a presentation earlier this afternoon on sidewalks, and council members are in prepping their sidewalk replacement lists for next year. And, sidewalks ultimately are the responsibility of the homeowner. Although we recognize that, many in our community, that's a large financial ask. And so we do have those programs available, and we'll be utilizing those again next year. Any other council members? Councilmember McBride?
I would like to make a comment. I do appreciate your comment, but also yours, Mr. Dressel. I think that when we are making major developments, though, we also should look at sidewalks in areas immediately, that if it's appropriate or more cost beneficial to implement sidewalks while we are doing the development. Not to say that that is the answer, but my input, because I know that a lot of times you're doing major developments and you could have put in sidewalks because, for instance, in my district, the list, I've been having people on my list since a few years because of the allocation running out, and then you have to get on next year and all that stuff. So sometimes I think we do need to look at the sidewalk structure where it is and to see if it's economically feasible to just fix it at the same time.
The council members with questions, comments? Not, I would entertain a motion regarding the vacation of
Motion to
public
send-
right-of-way property.
Motion to send to the full council with a favorable recommendation.
Second.
Motion and a second for a favorable recommendation. Clerk Torado, can you please do a roll call vote for me?
Councilmember Bolden Simpson. Aye. Councilmember McBride.
Aye.
Councilmember Warner.
Aye.
Councilmember Nisgowsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers.
Aye.
Vice President Thomas Morgan.
Aye.
8 ayes.
Thank you. Bill 4925 will go to third reading with a favorable recommendation. Clerk Torado, can you please give Bill 5025 a second reading?
Public hearing on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, to vacate the following described property: an east-west sub-street extending easterly from Emerson Forest Parkway at 95 feet south of Irvington Drive in Woodhaven Section 1 subdivision.
Thank you. Welcome, sir.
That was heard in Public Works
Oh, I'm sorry.
Property Vacation Committee, and it was given a favorable recommendation to the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Councilmember Nitzgodsky.
You're welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening, council members. Chris Godlewski, Abbott Marsh Consultants, 315 West Jefferson Boulevard, South Bend. I represent Alan Edwin Holmes, who's the developer of this project. Earlier today, John Lovely presented the petition. This stub street was originally planned in the primary plat many years ago of Emerson Forest. And with the redesign of the plat, this stub street is going to be relocated to the south, couple 100 feet. They'll still provide a connector loop road on the east side of Emerson Forest Parkway. But at its current location, it's not practical because of topography and so forth. So no less road connections are going to be created. A new one, as I mentioned, will be created further south. So this stub is not developed. There's no utilities in there. And it should currently couldn't even tell it's there at this point. So I can take any questions you have on this.
Thank you, sir. Council members, any questions? Seeing no questions, we'll open it up to the public. At this time, we'll have the public hearing on Bill 5025. Any members of the public, either in person or online, wishing to speak in favor of Bill 5025?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online wishing to speak in favor of the bill.
Thank you. We'll now move to opposition. Are there any members of the public wishing to speak against Bill 50-25, either in person or online?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online wishing to speak in opposition of the bill.
Thank you very much. Bring it back to council. Any questions, any comments? I believe this is in the 6th district.
It is. My
Councilmember
sister lives on
Nitzgodsky.
Emerson Forest Parkway.
Yep, yep, she does. Oh, yeah. And I was going to say, if I may, Chair.
You may, yes.
Thank you.
Please.
Yes, I do welcome this development, that's for sure. And it was given a favorable recommendation from the Board of Public Works. And it looks like where Lot 122 is extending south, they'll be putting in 5 additional lots for additional homes and building. And I'm excited about it. And it's a great little neighborhood nestled back in there. If you don't know where this is at, it's one of those little hidden gems in the 6th district. It's not far from Rum Village Park.
Yeah, thank you. Any
So
other-
thank you. This is exciting.
Any other comments, questions? If not, may I have a motion?
Motion to approve
Second.
or send to the full council with a favorable recommendation.
We have a motion and a second on a favorable recommendation. Clerk Toronto, can you please do a roll call?
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Aye.
Councilmember Warner,
Aye.
Councilmember Nitzgodsky,
Aye.
Councilmember Dr. Davis,
Aye.
Councilmember White, Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Vice President Thomas Morgan,
Aye.
8 ayes.
Thank you. With that, Bill 5025 will go to 3rd reading with a favorable recommendation. Clerk Toronto, at this time, can you give a 3rd reading to Bill 21 or 5125? Mr. DeVita, can you stay for a minute? Just stick around for just a few minutes. Thanks.
Public hearing on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, amending Chapter 2, Article 1, Sections 2-12.1.1 through including Article 1, Section 2-12, 1.7 to update proceedings for appointment to and duties of the South Bend Common Council Youth Advisory Council.
Thank you very much. We have a petitioner for a presenter for 5125
Yes, the Residential Neighborhood Committee met.
with the
We send this to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation.
Thank you. The bill comes with a favorable recommendation from the committee,
I'll do the-
and Councilmember White will be our presenter.
Good evening. My name is Karen L. White. I live at 1912 Melbourne Way, South Bend, Indiana, zip code 46614. I'm very pleased to be able to present Bill 51-25. And I'm just not going to go through what I shared during the committee, but I just want to give an overview in regards to why the amendments are so critical as we continue to move forward with our Youth Advisory Council. The South Bend Common Council established the Youth Advisory Council in 2019 with limited expectations. The provisions governing the Youth Advisory Council had not been amended since 2019. The purpose of these amendments is to update the proceedings for appointment to and duties of the Youth Advisory Council. These amendments are designed to confirm the ordinance with the actual practices and procedures currently in use for the Youth Advisory Council. Some of the changes includes the elimination of the Youth Advisory Council members being named to serve certain districts. At one time, we were asking council members to identify a member from their district to serve on the Youth Advisory Council. Another change involves the selection and duties of the Youth Advisory Council officers, and there are three. Finally, Section 2-12, 1.6 has added a requirement that the Youth Advisory Council organize at least one seminar, town hall meeting, or similar public forums each year. This particular amendment came from the officers of the Youth Advisory Council. They spent a lot of time looking at the current ordinances. They gave us recommendations, and they have really put in a lot of time. This cohort that we currently have been working with, all of them have been outstanding even since the 2019 year. I'm going to miss each and every one of them. We will have some that will be returning. Of the 14, 8 of those students have graduated from high school and they've gone on to higher ed institution, with one of our students winning the Lilly Endowment for the state of Indiana. And that's one of the highest scholarship that any student could receive each year. And so I'm very, very pleased. All the schools have been contacted through the clerk's office. I couldn't do the work that I do without the clerk office, and they can tell you I do send them a lot of emails, and so they do call me the email queen. But it's so I could not do, and they have just been outstanding as well. Each school within St. Joseph County has been sent applications for their counselors to identify students to serve as the new incoming cohorts, because we're going to be replacing those who have graduated. And there's a deadline for those applications. And each student that has been recommended or will be recommended, they will have individual interviews. So I'm encouraging those who are listening, and if you have a high school freshman to senior, please have them contact their counselors so they can fill out the application. So if you have any questions, I'm available. Please ask them of me if you wish.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Council members, any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing none, we'll go to the public portion, hearing portion. Any members of the public wishing to speak on Bill 5125, either in person or online?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online that wishes to speak in favor of the bill.
Thank you. At this time, any members wish to speak in opposition to Bill 5125?
I do not see any individuals in person or online wishing to speak in opposition.
Okay,
the
at this
bill.
time, thank you. The public hearing is closed. We'll bring it back to the council. Any final questions, comments? Motion.
I'll make a motion to send Bill 5125 to the full council with a favorable recommendation.
Second.
Second.
I have motion and a second for a favorable recommendation for third reading. Clerk Toronto, can you please do a roll call vote for us?
Councilmember Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Councilmember Nisgowsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember McBride.
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson.
Aye.
Councilmember Warner.
Aye.
Vice President Thomas Morgan.
Aye.
8 ayes.
Thank you. 5125 will go to third reading with a favorable recommendation. Before we adjourn, I'm going to take a chair's privilege for just a minute. Mr. DeVita, if you could come up. So earlier we had two bills that kind of were part of new housing, new residential housing being built. And I'm going to give you about 90 seconds, Mr. DeVita. You put out a tweet, I think it last year, about the number of residential permits that we've seen pulled in the city, kind of, I think, as the end of August. But if you could kind of summarize that section of tweets and the information that you put out last week for the council.
Sure. Good evening. Michael DeVita, Assistant Director of Planning with South Bend Community Investment Office on the 14th floor of this building. Yes, as of the last week of August, the city permitted its 100th new home of the year. So this is, in a technical sense, anything that falls under the International Residential Code, Building Code section. So that would be single-family homes, duplexes, and townhouse units. The sort of achievement is that 100 is the first time the city's hit that number in about 20 years. And obviously we still have 4 months to go in the year. And I know my office has seen a few more requests come in on the next few days than some other ones we expect. So should have a very good total this year.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you sticking around for a couple of minutes. I know we have new housing in all 6 districts across the city. It's a lot of building and construction going on all over the city of South Bend. So, thank you, sir. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole.
So move. Second.
After motion and a second to adjourn, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Committee of the whole is now adjourned. Thank you.
Full council is now back in session. This is the portion of our meeting where bills are given a third reading and action is taken regarding bills that were heard during the committee of the whole. Clerk Toronto, can you please give Bill 49-25 a third reading?
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, to vacate the following described property. Various pieces of property near the intersection of Lincoln Way West, Leland Avenue, and West Marion Street.
Thank you. Councilman Warner, is there a recommendation from the committee of the whole regarding Bill 49-25?
Committee of the whole sends the bill forward with a favorable recommendation.
Thank you. I will now entertain a motion regarding the bill.
Move for passage.
Second.
A motion is on the floor and it has a second. Clerk Toronto, back to you.
Councilmember Warner.
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Nisgowsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Councilmember McBride.
Aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers.
Aye.
Vice President Thomas Morgan.
Aye.
8 ayes.
Bill 49-25 has passed. Clerk Toronto, can you please give Bill 40-25 a third reading? 50-25 a third reading.
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, to vacate the following described property. An east-west substreet is extending easterly from Emerson Forest Parkway and 95 feet south of Irvington Drive and Woodhaven Section 1 subdivision.
Thank you. Councilman Warner, is there a recommendation from the committee of the whole regarding Bill 50-25?
Committee of the whole sends a favorable recommendation forward with 50-25.
And I will now entertain a motion regarding this bill.
Move for passage.
Second.
The motion is on the floor and it has a second. Clerk Toronto, can you please take roll?
Councilmember Gooden Rogers.
Aye.
Councilmember Nisgowsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Dr. Davis,
Aye.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember Bowden Simpson,
Aye.
Councilmember Warner,
Aye.
Vice President Thomas Morgan.
Aye.
8 ayes.
Thank you. Clerk Toronto, can you please give Bill 51-25 a third reading?
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, amending Chapter 2, Article 1, Sections 2-12.1.1 through and including Article 1, Section 2-12.1.7 to update proceedings for appointment to and duties of the South Bend Common Council Youth Advisory Council.
Councilman Warner, is there a recommendation from the Committee of the Whole?
The Committee of the Whole gives 5122 a favorable recommendation.
I will now entertain a motion regarding Bill 51-20.
Motion to
Aye.
approve.
Second.
Motion is on the floor and it has a second. Clerk Toronto, can you please call the roll?
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember Bowden Simpson,
Aye.
Councilmember Warner,
Aye.
Councilmember Nisgowsky,
Aye.
Councilmember Dr. Davis,
Aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Vice President Thomas Morgan.
Aye.
8 ayes.
51-25 has passed. There are no resolutions to be heard this evening. Therefore, we will go to bills on first reading. Clerk Toronto, can you please give Bill 54-25 a first reading?
First reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, appropriating additional funds for certain departmental and city services operations for the year 2025 of $2,237,538 from the general fund number 101, $417,462 from the Park and Recreation Fund number 201, $257,800 from the Motor Vehicle Highway Fund number 202, $115,000 from the Studebaker Oliver Revitalization Grants Fund number 209, $25,000 from the Gift Donation Bequest Fund number 217, $5,877 from the Central Services Fund number 222, $100, from the Human Rights Federal Grants Fund number 258, $67,234 from the Innovation and Technology Fund number 279, $2,267,453 from the Consolidated Building Department Fund number 600, $478,000 from the Parking Garages Fund number 601, $705,000 from the Waterworks Capital Fund number 622, $12,100 from the Sewer Repair Insurance Fund number 640, $310,000 from the Sewage Works Operations Fund number 641, $927,110 from the Century Center Operations Fund number 670, $500,000 from the Century Center Capital Fund number 671.
Thank you, Clerk Toronto. I'd like to entertain a motion to send Bill 54-25 to the Personnel and Finance Committee for public hearing and third reading on September 22nd.
So moved. Second.
It has a first and a second. We do acclamation?
Yeah.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? No. Bill 54-25 has been passed and will be heard in Personnel and Finance and third reading on September 22nd. Clerk Torado, can you please give Bill 55-25 a first reading?
First reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, for budget transfers for various departments within the City of South Bend, Indiana for the year 2025.
Thank you. I'd like to entertain a motion to send Bill 55-25 to Personnel and Finance Committee for public hearing and third reading on September 22nd.
So move.
Second.
It has a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? Ayes have it. It will be moved. Bill 55-25 will be sent to Personnel and Finance on September 22nd for public hearing and third reading. Clerk Torado, can you please give Bill 56-25 a first reading?
First reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, levying taxes and fixing the rate of taxation for the purpose of raising revenue to meet the necessary expenses of the civil city of South Bend for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026, and appropriating monies for the purpose of defraying the expenses of the City of South Bend, Indiana for the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026, including all outstanding claims, obligations, and fixing a time when the same shall take effect.
Thank you. I would like to entertain a motion to send Bill 56-25 to Personnel and Finance Committee for public hearing on September 22nd and to the Committee of the Whole for third reading on October 13th.
So moved. Second.
It has a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The ayes have it. Bill 56-25 will move forward as said. Clerk Torado, can you please give Bill 57-25 a first reading?
First reading of an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, appropriating, adopting, and approving the South Bend Public Transportation Corporation's 2026 budget and levying the tax and fixing the rate of the taxation for the purpose of raising revenue to fund the South Bend Public Transportation Corporation, South Bend, Indiana, for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
Thank you. I would like to entertain a motion to send Bill 37-25 to Personnel and Finance Committee for public hearing on September 22nd and to the Committee of the Whole for third reading on October 13th.
So moved. Second.
It has a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The ayes have it. Bill 57-25 will move forward as said. Clerk Torado, will you please give Bill 58-25 a first reading?
First reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, authorizing a direct loan to the developer of an economic development facility, low barrier emergency shelter project, and approving other matters in connection therewith, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'd like to entertain a motion to send Bill 58-25 to the Community Investment Committee for public hearing and third reading on September 22nd.
So move.
Second.
It has a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Bill 58-25 will be sent to Community Investment for public hearing and third reading on September 22nd. That concludes first readings for this evening. We'll now turn to any unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business from the council? Seeing none, we'll move to new business. Are there any new business announcements or comments from the council?
I would just like to announce that tomorrow morning, my dad turns 95. He's 4 me, and back in the day, we celebrated his 95th birthday. So I'm very glad to have him still around.
Congratulations. Any other new business? Yes, Councilwoman Skatsky.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, I just wanted to let everyone know they had the Fall Family Fun Fair that was at Rum Village Park. It was a great success. And I'm looking forward to next year where we can really build upon that success that they had. When I was there, it was probably somewhere right around midway through, about halfway through, they had already seen more than 1,000 people. So that is one of those hidden gems I was talking about earlier. So I'll be really excited to see that expand a little bit more. So just wanted to let everybody know, if you didn't go this year, we'll see you there next year.
Don't miss it next year. Thank you, Councilwoman.
Thank you.
Are there any other new business? Okay. With no other, then we'll move to privilege of the floor. I'd just like to remind everyone that disrespectful, rude, or disruptive speech or actions will not be tolerated. Such speech and or actions, as well as verbal attacks on any person, may result in the individual without notice forfeiting the remainder of her allotted time. Individuals who would like to address the council must state their name and residential address. Individuals will be limited to 3 minutes only. The maximum time for this portion of the meeting shall be 30 minutes. Individuals shall not be permitted to address topics which the council has heard previously on the agenda. If there is anyone in the council chambers in person who wishes to approach the council, please come up to the podium.
Judy Hack, 2220 Highland Avenue.
Oh, you're.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay. I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on in our area. It's getting even worse. A lady got into a fight with a metal pole and bit somebody and threatened to burn something down. She burnt a garbage can. Then we found out that our house has been put up for sale by somebody Jerry signed up with. So we had to handle that today. It's just, and then over the weekend, the power had gotten shut off to these domes. So they ran extension cord from their house to another residence that had power. Cop said there's nothing we can do because we didn't catch them red-handed, even though the wire ran all the way to the house. So it's just getting worse over there. We kind of need help here and we don't know what to do anymore. So.
Thank you for coming this evening and giving us that update. Councilwoman Nitskotsky, do you have anything you'd like to add?
That if I may speak.
Yes,
under the
please.
privilege of the floor. Yeah, and I forwarded all the pictures and all of that stuff forward to Sergeant Bourne. So he's very well aware of it. They called me when all this happened. As far as the house listing, I suggested that they call PD to see if there was a law broken because they've literally listed their house as an Airbnb along with these other properties that are condemned. So it's quite the conundrum because they're false advertising, but who do you report that to? That's not, I'm not even sure how that works.
Cole said that until something goes through, there's nothing we can do. It's not fraud yet.
Yeah.
Even though our address is listed.
So yes, and I've been working with the Hagedorns for
over a year
now on these properties. I can tell you there is going to be some development taking place over in directly in their area that should alleviate some of these ongoing issues. And I believe that I just signed on the last one, just please help. We have got updates on all of these properties. As you know, I sent it to you and Rodney. But I have a feeling that some of the development in the road that they're going to be putting through may help diminish a lot of what's going on. I just wish they would remove those campers off the property because they've all been tagged and it's far past the time where they should have been removed.
I mean, the grass is taller than me out down there. He hid the property so you couldn't see it. And we know they're there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've came and cleaned it up once and he just put stuff right back there.
Yeah.
Again, thank you very much for coming and updating the council on these. I know Councilwoman Nitskotsky continues to work with you.
She is.
We continue to bring these same concerns to the mayor. And So thanks for being here this evening. Yes, sir.
It's Rodney Hagedorn, 2220 Highland Avenue. Just a little update. We have connected at least 5 houses in the city that are connected with those houses on Highland Avenue. 5 houses now. Because I work throughout the city, working on rental houses. We had some of them actually on Milton Street living under a carport when I pulled up there to check the house. And I had the police and the city remove them. And there's another house on Dubell where it's connected. I'm just saying, it's just not Castlewood. They're connected with the people on Castlewood too. It's not just a small thing that's going on. I don't know. It's not just, our area. It's spreading out through the whole city. And I've seen it. I've seen the people in these individual houses because I work in those areas. So just letting you know.
If it's the 3rd district, please, I want to jump on board with this because I don't understand what's going on or why it's taking so long or the process, but people should not be living, and we know what's going on and it continues to go on. So I thank you for being persistent and coming in what Councilwoman Nisgowsky is doing. But if it's spilling over into the 3rd district on what in Milton and Dubell, if those are my areas, I don't know if it's still in the 6th or not. But if it's, but I don't know if
people.
I know, but I don't know if it's my district that's the Dubell side or if it's still in the 6th district. So I'm saying that if it's coming into the 3rd district side, you have another ally to help you is what
Well,
I'm
that'd be
saying.
great.
If you could go
I
ahead and,
believe- I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking, if you would like to go ahead and forward those addresses
I believe
to
I
us, we
sent
can do that.
some to,
Texted them. I think
I
I
did.
texted.
I did. And with the 300 block or something like that of Dubell.
That's my
I'm not
district.
allowed to look at my phone during a council
And
meeting. I'll
also-
get rolled up, but when I have an
It was-
opportunity, I'll look.
No, it's 600 blocks of Dubell and 300 block of Milton.
Those are my districts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Thank-
there behind Riley High School for one of them on the Milton side.
Thank you
So-
very much
You're welcome.
again for coming, and my apologies. I know that Councilwoman White in her committee is addressing nuisance properties, and so we continue to do work in that area. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness, the one on Catherwood is also connected. And I thank you for noticing that because they noticed the common motorcycle that's been traveling from Highland to the one on Catherwood. And it's getting tense on that street. And so I'm very concerned. I'm afraid that I'm going to hear something bad. So we continue to speak up.
Yeah.
And so doing everything that we know we can do, keep reporting it, please.
Right.
Thank you for keeping us posted.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Is there anyone else in person in council chambers who would like to address the council? Is there anyone online who would like to speak for privilege of the floor? Clerk Torado?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online that is wishing to speak under privilege of the floor.
Okay, there's no one online, but I understand council member would
Mhm.
like to say something.
Yes, Chair, if I can, I
Please.
think that first I want to thank our citizens for continuously bringing these issues to our attention. We've heard them over a period of time. Your life matters. The quality of life that you have in your neighborhoods is important. And I think we're at a point now that we've got to look at what we can do, and that we need to have strategies. We need to pull together the various entities that can help us, with these neighborhoods, because unless you have walked through them and you witness and you experience, where families can't even bring out their kids to play They got individuals that are carrying guns, and they brought this to our attention. And we have a responsibility to do all that we can to ensure their safety and that they live in clean, decent neighborhoods. So I will continue to work with Councilwoman Niskoski and the other committee members, along with the administration, to see what we can do. And I would hate for something to happen. And we say thank you for coming, but we haven't taken as many steps as hopefully we can. So thank you, and we'll stick with it, okay?
Thank you for your
Mhm.
comments, Councilwoman White. Is there anyone else? Privilege of the floor, in person or online? Thank you all for being here and for approaching the council. Thank you all for your time. And with that, this meeting is adjourned.